It's your boy Zone 14, and as you can see with my bass voice today, we are going to be ranking the 20 Premier League managers currently, from football terrorists till best students in the Premier League. And we are starting with Brentford coach Keith Andrews. And I know you guys are like, why is Nuno here? Why is Nuno here? Ange has replaced him. I want to appreciate Nuno for what he has done first before Ange comes to the squad. So let's start with Keith Andrews. Keith Andrews is a coach who hasn't that this is his first club coaching. He has been an assistant coach for Dean Smith and Aston Villa and Sheffield United, but he's not been a coach. So I'm going to put him in. How did he get here? Because I feel like there were better options for Brentford to pick as their coach. Edin Terzic or someone who I thought they would have picked, or Kieran McKenna of Ipswich. But I feel like getting this guy, someone that they know from their backroom staff, their set piece coach, is good. I'm going to put my fellow German man. Yes, you heard me, my fellow German man. I'm going to put him championship at best. We all know this man, Daniel Farker, came up in Norwich and was very, very bad. But he didn't have the minerals, he didn't have the money and financial backing. But now he has financial backing. So if he's not able to perform decently with Leeds, we know he's bad. He's meant to be a football terrorist. Joining him is Regis Lebris. Regis Lebris, of course, is a good coach from France, coaching Sunderland. Even if they stay up, which I predict Sunderland stay up, but I feel like it will not be his coaching. I just feel like it will be because of the squad depth that they have and the quality they have. In bang average, we have Vitor Pereira. Of course, Vitor Pereira is a journeyman. He has been up and down, been to Saudi Pro League, has been to Olympiacos, he has been to the Portuguese League with Porto, if I'm not wrong. And I think he's a decent coach. He's not a world class coach, he's not even close to that. But what I'm putting in has their faults. They are a very good coach, but they have just small mistakes about them. I'm going to put Fabian Hoseland and Doni Raiola. Hoseland is a very young coach, of course, so he can still develop into one of the Premier League's best ever coaches. Iraola is a very experienced manager, coach Real Vallecano before coming to this Bournemouth job. And I'm not reading from scripts. If all of you are asking me, am I reading from scripts? It's whatever that enter my head that used to come out, and I'm not reading from script. I'm telling you the truth now. And his Lords, Premier League winner, current champion, I'm going to put him in almost perfect, because now it can only be one best in class, and with I think we all know who that best in class is, but we'll save it for later. And Slot is a good manager, but we saw him win the league in the Premier League where every other team was weak. They didn't really perform to the highest level. So let's see of how they can perform this season. I'll put David Moyes and Eddie Howe in as their fault. Eddie Howe is a world class manager, took Newcastle from relegation battles to Champions League nights, and David Moyes, a man who proves everybody wrong every time when he gets a job. His job at Everton, when everyone thought that they were going to get relegated, saved them and put them in mid-table. West Ham won the Conference League with them, so I think that's a good coach. Marco Silva bang average, we saw him flop at Everton, but we also see him very good at Fulham right now. So I feel like he's a good manager. I think he's okay. And here comes the terrorist, Graham Potter. How would you tell me that you're in a Chelsea team? I don't care how bad the Chelsea team is. As far as you coach Chelsea, you're not allowed to have a 39% win rate. It's not possible. How are you winning only 7 out of your 22 Premier League games? It's unheard of. Chelsea managers have not been that bad. Graham Potter is the first football terrorist on this list. Next up, current Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca, and I am putting him in has their faults. I was tempted to put him in almost perfect, but I feel like Maresca sometimes has problems with tactical making decisions have been bad. Playing CDMs at right back and playing right back at CDM has been weird. Playing with James at CDM is weird. Also saying that he's not in a title race was also weird. But I feel like now he has learned from his mistakes and all that. Mikel Arteta, almost perfect. I think maybe if Pep leaves and Mikel can win a Premier League, if Pep leaves, I'm probably going to put him in that best in class, because Arteta is a very, very good coach. But he has always had one excuse: injuries, strikers, all that. I'm an Arsenal fan talking. I think that this season, if he doesn't win the Premier League, I think he needs to leave. And if he's leaving, what am I going to bring in? You guys ask. I'm going to bring in Cesc Fabregas. Now, a man who I'd also love to bring in, if possible, Oliver Glasner, and putting him in has some worries that has his faults. And best in class, Guardiola. This man dominated Premier League football. 6 Premier Leagues. He has the highest points per game average in the history of the Premier League, more than Ferguson. Nuno Espirito Santo, football terrorist. I'm joking. Has his faults. He's a good manager, but sometimes we know that he can mess up because we saw his stints at Tottenham. We saw his stints at Valencia in the second season, where he gave Rodrigo de Paul his debut. If you don't know, go and search it up. Football Image being spat out right here in this channel. Second terrorist, Amorim, oh god. With the temper of this Man U fans here, I don't know how they have not yet born this man. Very useless man. That's the only thing I can say. Sack him now. Now Nuno is no more having job again. Sack him. Oh. Scott Parker, the man with the most steals, the man with the most dressing skills. I put him in championship level. Because we all know he's done well in championship. I think they only consider like 15 goals in championship. But championship will not Premier League. Oh. You will concede times 2 or times 3 of what you consider in that championship. Thomas Frank has his faults. I would have put him in background when he was still in Brentford. But this man came to Tottenham and he's showing us the true tactical system. Tottenham are looking like a serious club, and me, I'm afraid. Oh. Because me, I want North London Derby to be cruise. Every time I'll be winning, that's what I want. I don't want them to compete with me. They know well. And last but not least, Unai Emery. And you know what? I'm putting Unai Emery almost perfect. We have seen what he has done. Europa League left, right, and center. PSG dominated. We have seen what he has done with Aston Villa. The only club where he flopped was Arsenal. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you.